What did you think of all the birds?
They look pretty neat.
Yeah, cool. We were just at like a bird feeder for like 2 hours. They had so many birds, it was really cool. They had toucans and honeycreepers and tanagers. It was amazing. I was like, I'm never leaving here. Over a suspension bridge right now. It's a little wobbly. I'm so out of shape. What was your favorite part about yesterday?
Vacas?
We didn't see any cows.
Yeah, we did.
Maybe a couple.
There was a green tree frog, it was pretty cool, and a lot of water in the sky.
And you like that?
And the warm water in the sewage lake.
The hot springs?
The warm water in the hot springs.
That was pretty nice. we were at La Fortuna yesterday. We did a little tour. We walked around, we saw some animals and looked at some flowers and plants, and then we went into a natural hot springs, which was really cool. But by the time we got there, it was dark, like very dark and cold and raining. So once we were in our bathing suits, we were like, okay, hurry, let's get into the hot springs because it was quite cold. But once we were in, then it was fine. It was really neat. I actually really liked the hot springs. It was pretty shallow. Maybe when you sat down, it came just short of my shoulders. There's a volcano that's nearby that we were supposed to see, but it was so cloudy all day that we literally didn't even know there was a mountain there. So we missed out on that, but you know, it was still cool. We got to see birds and animals and the hot springs, so I think it was still worth it. So we're in Monteverde right now. We just took a tour thing that they call Jeep Boat Jeep, except it was more like bus boat bus. I guess 20 years ago it used to be Jeeps, but times have changed and now they use buses, which whatever, it's fine. It made it so we were able to get to Monteverde faster, because apparently if you drive or take a bus it takes like 8 hours, and we made it here in maybe 3 or 4 hours, so a little bit faster. Tonight we're doing a night tour, and then tomorrow we're gonna do some birding at the national park.
I'm looking forward to the night walk. Should be neat.
What kind of animals do you want to see?
Monkey.
I don't think nighttime's a good time to see monkeys. It'll be a good time to see like frogs and different insects.
We'll see.
Okay. I've learned not to go anywhere without my binoculars.
You always are hanging down from. Okay. That's the olingo.
There's another one.
That's the possum that's coming. Oh, look it's going into the tree. So those trees are me. Don't worry. It's too close.
What? It's tiny.
Yes, it's and actually it's a full size. Yes. Tarantula, and that larva start to eat the tarantula cocaine.
So we just got back from the night tour. It was really cool. We saw maybe 3 different sloths, the same species but 3 different individuals. We saw a green tree viper, so that was pretty cool, and he said, yeah, that one's very venomous. If it bites you, you have about 4 hours to get an anti-venom, otherwise you'll be dead. So good thing that one was a little ways away in the tree and we weren't really worried about it striking us. Then again, if you leave it alone, it's not going to bother you anyways. We also saw 2 different kinds of frogs. We saw it wasn't a kinkajou, but it was a relative of the kinkajou, and we saw a possum, so that was pretty cool. We also saw a orange knee tarantula, so that was cool. He came out of his little cave for a second and then kind of went back in and was like, nope, that's good. I was paranoid that I was gonna like step on something and get bitten or accidentally kill something, but I didn't, so that was good. But yeah, it was really cool. I think my favorite, I don't know, we saw a sleeping keel-billed toucan, so that was cool because I've never actually seen one of those before. It wasn't really doing very much because it was sleeping and I could only see part of its bill, but you know, it still counts, so if I don't see one tomorrow, then worst case scenario, I saw a little bit of one, so I think it's still worth it. What was your favorite part?
I like the green tree viper.
Yeah. So we're on our way to the Curicancha National Park. We're gonna go see some birds. I think that's what more birds need to do. Just come fly in front of us and just chill out on the branch for a little bit. There's 3 motmots hanging around with us right now. This is so cool. Oh, you're so pretty. I love you. seriously the coolest tree. They were telling us about it last night. Apparently the tree grows on top of another tree and ends up like strangling it. But look how cool that looks. Who needs a tour guide when you have motmots following you everywhere? This is awesome. There's another motmot hanging out in the tree. What a noisy little thing. We're literally seeing motmots like around every other corner. They're so beautiful. So as Steve walked by this little area, a whole whack ton of butterflies just flew out at him. Just like, wow, just like a cloud of...
attacked.
by butterflies. And as expected, there's our friend the motmot again. I don't know if it's the same individual that we're seeing a few times or if it's new ones each time. He knows he's pretty. He's just posing. Yeah, such a pretty bird. So we're waiting for the bus now to go back to Santa Elena. Today started off a little bit slow. We didn't see maybe like really any birds for probably 45 minutes. But then after a while we saw a couple toucans, we saw a quetzal, we saw a whole bunch of motmots, so I'd still say today was a success. It's kind of been raining on and off. It was really raining for the first maybe 45 minutes and then it kind of slowed down and would take a little break and then start up again. The rain seems to kind of come in waves, but once it stopped raining then the birds sort of came out a little bit. So it was still a good trip, but we are very wet right now. What was your favorite bird or animal that you saw?
I like the quetzal.
Yeah, the quetzal was pretty cool.